Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then cross.
What happened with your fingers here?
Oh, just permanent marker from
Is that all the parts come in today?
the picture day?
Yes.
Yes, right.
Picture day.
The documentary.
Very special day.
It is. Let's come on back.
Okay.
So we got the resident here today who's helping us out for you to meet. Come on in here.
Okay.
That's it. Maybe I'll have you park in front and I'll go get.
What were you thinking of doing? Moving it?
Yeah.
Really?
I've done it before. I don't know. It's not going anywhere right now though.
Okay.
Isn't it bolted to the floor?
No, it slides around.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then the floor needs to be waxed more.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of Ari. To see if he remembers and see what
Is it working?
we should do. But let me take this one and put
Okay,
the
that'd be good.
cover back.
We gotta make sure that it's right.
Yeah. So we don't want to get too excited. And you don't mind.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay. I go. You're going?
Yeah.
Do we still do this?
This is what I wear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty
we
much.
weren't asking about the stump boots, we were kind of talking about that. I know you sent me all those pictures.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. You don't have knowledge on those specifically, huh?
We had that.
The supplements are.
No, like Chris said, we were talking about it a little bit, and I wanted something like that in the past, or thought it would be
Yeah,
convenient.
they're like impossible to find, huh?
Yeah.
Those people you see on the clips, they have them made by the shoemaker or something?
I wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, anybody who knows how to work with leather probably could do.
How does one know which one is which
Well,
offhand?
you know, we could label them. Your right leg is larger. The
Yeah,
red's in the front.
Yeah, for me, the red goes in the front,
Right.
and the valve goes on the inside.
Yeah, okay, right, but I meant this would fit on which
Yeah,
leg?
see, so you want the
Oh, I got
the
you.
valve to be towards the inside of your.
So then this should be for the right
Yeah,
leg?
you gotta
Correct.
go the right way. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, if you put it over here, then the valve's.
Yeah, it'll
going
be
that
facing
way.
out.
Yeah, and then like this.
But
comes
what
in.
harm would that do if it fit?
If it fit, no harm.
I say
But
yeah.
I don't think it will fit great.
Yeah, you'll tell. You'll notice the difference.
Yeah.
We are not sure about the alignment of these, you know, so we'll. Actually, I got some special socks for you, Ron, too, rather than the shrinkers.
Sure.
They look cool though.
I know, they do.
Looking really
I
good.
do, I accessed them on the web and I'd like to look at the feet specifically.
Yeah.
Right away. Yeah, and the elasto things here.
Yes.
I thought maybe this one was pressurized like a shock absorber sort, but it isn't. It's rubber also.
It's like that little dial
But-
controls
but-
like a
but-
pre-tension.
Yeah. But it's neat, it's high tech, and I'll be the only one on the block.
That's right.
Probably within my district.
That's very close. Let's try this guy. That looks a little longer.
Is one wider than the other or not?
Overall,
Does
one
it-
barely larger. And in length, too. I was thinking if the longer one would come up over the brim.
Which one do you suggest I put this on?
You want to sit? Oh.
Let's just take
Well, this one. For some reason, I would think the longer one would be on this leg, or maybe. It's just because I'm used to it. Maybe. You know, for the old leg, you gave me, and I have it in the bag there, one of those falsy rubber things to put in the bottom. And would that be acceptable to use in these things just as a...
As a pad at the
Well-
end for it, then we'll incorporate it.
What are those called, by the way?
A distal end pad.
Distal. This thing doesn't seem to want to hold down. Maybe this is getting too tight over here, I guess, already.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Put the brakes on
Yeah.
the chair.
Okay, here. Oh, man. You're the kicker football.
That are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
feet are
so
really cool. I
good,
wanted to get some
Thank
for
you.
myself,
Yeah.
actually.
I
They're
like
brand
the-
new. They
I
just
like
kind of came out on the
difference
market.
in obvious weight difference than my other leg.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Seems to be.
It seems to be larger. I don't know if this is going to be the right size for you still. Or honestly, even if you need these socks, they may stay on by themselves. His other prostheses did, basically.
Well, before, I think the right one was tight, and we were surmising, or I was, that perhaps we'd have to go with just a nylon type thing or whatever, if we put anything on the leg, because
Yeah.
it was tight without it,
Yes.
bare naked. So this may in fact be a little too much here.
Well, I've made it larger.
Yeah.
So this is larger than the
Oh.
clear plastic.
Okay,
That's
well
like
then.
it.
I'm thinking incorrectly.
But okay, let's come up here. Maybe we'll park right in front. Let's play ball.
Yeah, I'm going.
Sack. This is supposed to be moist chin.
Oh.
These seals to help them
Oh,
add in.
yeah.
It's like a suction cup, you know. Okay, let's see. How
Oh, that'll be fun to put on in public. Do you mind? It's a natural function. Stand back. This seems so tight
yeah,
compared to the other.
yeah, it does.
Ah.
Well, you mean. Let's see what happens when we put weight
Yeah,
on
mine,
it.
it always makes a difference when you.
Okay.
Easy.
Nice and easy does it every time.
Okay, let's just stand in place here and settle on in. Can you bring your left leg closer forward? Okay, now let's just try to stand here. Look straight ahead in the mirror. Suck get your posture right. Suck your butt, stomach in, and I want to see how far down. Well, you're down in all the way. How's the comfort level? What do you feel?
Yeah, it's a little painful in the right one.
This guy.
Yeah.
Where at? Specifically at the end?
No,
The right one you're not down in yet.
kind of near the end, but
Can you get down further? Because you're not down in yet on the right at all. You're off the bottom, so. Okay, well maybe the sock isn't going to work on the right side.
maybe not. I've got my weight on it, majority of the weight.
Okay, I'd like to see how it fits with the shrinker on only. Can you stand up and kind of get your balance at all, or is it hurting too much?
Well, it's hurting, but it's entirely new, and I haven't been walking about 5 months.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
getting balance and everything.
I'm wondering when maybe we're going to back seat it down. I'm thinking let's put that gray metal piece on here on this side.
Yeah.
This side might be fine, or maybe we could put the blue one over here. Go ahead, can you take a small step back? I'll help you, and I want to get you back into a chair. So Zach and I will work on them a little bit further. Would it be more helpful to have your chair in the bars here?
Well, if it's up as far as it's going to go, I can.
I'm behind the chair, so.
Okay. Maybe. The right leg. Ooh, okay. The right leg was planted. Yeah. See, it's. Anyway, where it hurts is, inside there's still a little pain if you push on it this way, the flesh or whatever. Not on here. So it was kind of like squeezing it and pushing it in this way, it felt like, internal.
It was off the bottom by like
Yeah.
3/4 of an inch too, and maybe, let's see if this is the right, could you pull this one up? And I'm curious to see what this looks like with the shrinker on instead, and see if I could at least get this pushed up all the way.
See if you can turn this smile into a frown. I was frowning. Oh, no, that didn't sit right.
Yeah, I
It
think
seems like it's going up, yeah.
it's better.
Almost in my crotch.
Okay.
She had a bad feeling, he said to her.
This is on.
This,
This will be great.
This is great.
I was almost concerned about this being on too tight.
Your concern was justified.
Yeah.
There we go.
Maybe we'll try the shrinker on both sides next time.
This seemed to be fitting so nicely.
Yeah?
I don't know whether this really be needed.
Yeah,
For
okay.
what we just experienced.
Yeah.
And as I say, my thoughts are that I'm going to be using it in heavy duty while running or in a park or public places that much as around the house.
Yeah.
So if it did come loose a little bit or something in the house, all I'd have to do is kind of stop and push it down again or some kind of crap. This might be a bit of a pain the way it came off
Yeah.
for me and or her helping me. get it
Yeah.
off. And
Well, maybe we'll try shrinkers on both legs.
I'm always scared if it gets so tight on there that they got to jimmy around with it that it might start swelling up or something.
Yeah,
And then it'd make it even worse.
Yeah. All right, Zach, can you take that other prostheses? We'll take these both in the lab and make a couple corrections and we'll
Yeah.
get up on your feet again.
Yeah. No, those aren't mine. There's so much writing on those.
Yeah.
Fish
Some
oil.
good stuff in there.
You put a new foundation on that one, huh?
Yes. Yeah. This will bring the foot more underneath you. I looked forward and so.
Yeah.
That has to do with the hip on the side. Was it this hip that was, you said you had the knee flexion contracture for decades, and the hip flexion contracture?
Oh, you mean I could straighten out the knee?
Yes.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah. And it was primarily, the problem I saw, was that the knee itself went lock.
Yeah.
That I'd had so much gout and arthritic attacks in it that crap had been built up inside from what they tell me. And so for that reason I could never get it straight and I always walk bent. Anyway.
Well, let's put these on. I think the best way is just to press them on as best you can. You know, both of them, and then we'll have you slide forward.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Is that far enough in there?
I'd like to see it a little bit more, but I can't seem to get it right now. I think you got to put some weight on it.
Maybe that,
So let me just kind of slide down.
yeah.
Get some contact here.
This seems loose, certainly.
The right side one?
Yeah, well, excuse me.
Okay.
Now it seems a little bit more stable.
Okay.
Can you put your left foot backwards a little bit? Behind you.
Straighten up.
Okay, now we want to stand before we can walk. Just stand here and get your balance. So I want to just make sure we're down first of all.
It feels like I'm on a heel on the right one a little bit.
Yeah.
I can kind of do this.
Yeah, this side you're not down all the way. Can you press your weight down on the right side further? How's the comfort? Okay. Let's see if this will help us with that.
So that insert should be able to be transferred from shoe to shoe.
So, yeah, change now.
My real foot, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Just take some, yeah, go ahead and take some steps, Ron, and we'll dial it in further.
Yeah.
rest, or what do you feel?
I really gotta use my arms a lot to hold
Yeah.
on and whatever. At least with the right one I do. With the left one, it's easier. I think because I'm getting a little bit of pain out of the right one
Okay.
in the same area internally.
Okay. If you get too much pain to where you feel like you got to stop, open the chair up behind you. But
And if I advance it, of course, I got it on the heel, huh? Here,
Yeah.
you can see,
But there's,
and it's on the heel here even.
yeah.
but there's some articulation in that foot, so when you put weight on it, the foot should come flat.
Yeah, it'll
Like
come
when you
down,
land on
okay.
the heel,
Okay.
it should come down
I get
if
you,
you
yeah.
really weight it, but if you're
Yeah.
using your arms.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean, yeah. I'm purposely putting weight on it now. It's come down.
That's what those urethane
Yeah.
bumpers are doing, yeah.
Yeah.
You think you could walk to the end of the bars and I'll follow you with the chair?
If I hold the chair,
you
yeah.
got it. I don't want to push it too hard.
Yeah. No,
I mean, you walked with the prostheses on the left side for years,
sure.
so that's probably why it's easier on the left side. I don't think you've ever walked with the prostheses on the right side, correct?
No. See, I can really do it quite easily if I put my weight on the left one and swing this over. But the opposite, transferring the weight to the right one then, is
Just because of right.
because it's a bit painful and it feels extremely odd right now. But then I've got 3-4 things going against me, one of which I haven't walked in 5 months.
Yeah, exactly. Would it help to have a pad added on the right side for comfort, you think?
Yeah, perhaps. If it's only psychological comfort, it would it'd make me feel better. Let me sit down now,
Yeah.
if I might, please.
You got your brakes on. Remember last time you used your arms to stand up?
Okay. Yeah. I've already thought in my head when I do this sort of thing at home, I'm going to have this against the wall or something, make sure it don't move. And likewise, when I exit the chair, to have a table or something in front of me to grab onto, or a holding bar or something, because I already have these. Although, since you said these aren't bolted down, maybe we could take these. When you're not looking, when you go on one of your little workshop journeys, she could carry it out.
You can distract us maybe, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where a little more length would help to kind of give it a little bit.
On this side, you think, or overall on both? Yeah.
So hips are higher.
Yeah, and then to get back into the chair. Sure. Yeah, we could lengthen both of them.
Well, would that make things more difficult to walk or easier? I've always thought in my mind that the shorter they are, the easier it would be.
Right.
For that reason, maybe I've had a crush on those stunk boots. They look as if it would be the easiest means to get around, and if I were to fall or something, I'm that much closer to the ground.
Yeah.
Sit basically.
Overall. You know, before I sit down for good, I go, why don't you bring the tape measure, and I'm interested and curious to measure me from the floor to the
Yeah, I
tip of
have
my
it.
head.
Okay.
Such things are possible, to see how tall I'll be. See if I'll be taller than her or not. Probably not. I can hope. I mean, who wears the pants in the family, David? So, I don't know, could you do the...
You want to do it standing, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be better?
Yeah, you
I think
betcha.
it'd be more
You
accurate.
betcha. Yeah.
Just get down. See,
Oh, yeah, it's getting easier every time.
Yeah, well, it's a wheelchair that can slide up for me. Now, whether I'd be able to stand up perfectly straight or not.
Yeah, look at that. You're taller than me.
Well, kindly, let's see what it says. 5'1" or something? Or
Yeah. So I guess I need to take measure on the ground. Tip of the hat, yeah.
I can do the ground, just do the top.
I'm gonna say it's 58 inches.
What's that, 410?
That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, okay, good. Okay. I think they feel better than the other ones, maybe we should have had them up higher.
All right.
If for nothing, I could kind of rust in my elbows on these, and maybe that's what makes it better.
Yeah, is that down up chair better? Look better walking, same already too. You partially better, I think you're right. It's probably right.
Yeah.
One thing he was talking, these are his old questions, we go see what you think about just using those or ordering some other ones or using them different walking aids.
I'm keen on those specifically because of those hand grips that I special ordered, as well as the spring-loaded titties on the bottom. So for those two reasons, I'd like it if at all possible. I was going to do it myself, frankly. Cut off certain segments out of the interior part that'll come out, and then the exterior tubing. And I think that way it'll be overall shorter. The only thing I surmise is that I might lose the nipple that's there, and I'd have to